Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. You're here on a Monday with Trish and Steve Bose. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey, Trish, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Feel like I'm right on top of the screen here, but that's okay.
You look a little close. Would you like me to come in a little closer?
I'm trying to back off, really, honestly.
I don't know. I'm not recording. I'm recording actually in my kitchen today. So hopefully, I feel like my lighting is actually oddly better in here, which is very sad. But anyway, so how are you? How was your weekend?
I was good. I'm well, thank you. How are you? I know you had a big Friday night football game. I'm sure we're going to get the update on how that turned out.
Bulldogs love t-shirt on. Yes. So football is back. You know, we're approaching every game like it could be the last of senior year, right? Because you don't know.
Yeah, that's a very philosophical.
Yeah, well, last year the season almost didn't happen, and then it got cut short. And those seniors, like when they walked off the field for what turned out to be the last time, they didn't know that was going to be their last time. So I think it's hard on these kids to not have any closure when things happen. But anyway, so Jack, the team lost, first of all. So we're very sad about that. But Jack had probably the best game of his life, my son.
Wow. Okay.
And so I'm gonna read this just so I get it right. He had 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown, and 1 receiving touchdown. Lots of other runs, passes, plays, a 29-yard run, I think, and a couple others. But anyway, he got. I'll show the picture if it'll show. They have like a belt now.
Okay.
It's a defensive belt, like to motivate the boys to do really well. And when the coach made it and posted it over the summer, Jack had like tweeted out or the coach tweeted out like, "Oh, I've got this belt for, the best defensive player, blah, blah, blah." And Jack right then said, "That's mine." So kind of forgot about it. And sure enough, the coach went back to the tweet from the summer and said, "Oh, yeah, that's yours." So Jack had a great game. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud he gives his all at something. And I hope he gets more games. But, I was going to ask you about that. I actually saw in the Wall Street Journal this morning, they're talking about like the EU voting today to potentially close down from having any U.S. travelers. I just, I think like, hopefully we'll have a good school.
The EU you're talking about? Going to the EU? They're okay.
Yeah. They're voting on it today. Or maybe they've already done it now because, they're hours ahead of us. But I guess my point is like, I'm kind of half joking, like, oh, this might be his last game, but like, you just don't know. I feel like things are taking a turn pretty quickly. I mean, are you reading other?
Yeah, there's definitely been some impacts in the last couple of months. Like if you go from say mid-June to about now, mid-June, things were looking up, looking really, really positive. And right, there's certainly been upticks of cases and hospitalizations in a lot of parts of the country. I do get the sense though that as this plays out, it's going to be really. It's just going to matter where you are in the country / the world, right? Because I think eventually places like New York and Boston and maybe Chicago, things are going to sort of get back to normal much faster than they are in other places like maybe Florida or Louisiana or Mississippi.
That's true.
I do get that sense a little bit, but I guess we'll see how it pans out. You never know, right? One day to the next, as you're saying, there's still so much uncertainty. In fact, I was just reading over the weekend, Trish, a PwC survey, which I actually wrote about too in HR Exec, but this PwC survey of about 1,000 workers said that this was in August, okay? This survey was taken, 40, which is this month, I guess, just so it's a brand new survey. 41% of workers surveyed want to still remain fully remote. So they were surveying people who had gone to remote work. 41% want to remain fully remote, and that's up from 29% in January. So the number's going up of people who just want to stay out of the office. And 2/3 of employees said that they would welcome an employer vaccination mandate for employees to return to office. And I think that, I don't know what the delta is on that from the January survey, but to me, it sounds like that's gone up a lot too. Like many more people are just tired of this whole thing and are going to support mandates. Of course, we know not everyone will, right? And again, some of this is dependent on where you are in the country, but we will see more and more of them.
No, I think you're right. Those are interesting numbers. It's a waiting game, right? And just when we thought it was getting better, then it's not. So, right, it's taken a turn. So, but again, it just as quickly as the numbers start increasing, it could go back to getting better. So we just don't know. It was interesting. I'll have to tweet it out. I haven't even tweeted it out yet. I wrote an article, a really long article actually, for DoorDash called "Help Employees Embrace and Adjust to a Flexible Work Environment," because
Nice.
we talk a lot about going back in, but I think your statistics you're sharing kind of indicate people do still want to remain remote for lots of reasons. And so it is becoming like you really do have to weave that into the way that you run your companies now and figure out what is the plan. And I think it can also, part of the article I wrote about was really having to flex with the way that the world goes, because we just don't know, right? We're going to flex back in.
Definitely share that article. Let's get that posted. And I have a recommendation for you and your friends at DoorDash, Trish. Would be pretty cool if they could do this.
Okay.
You should be able to get a printout, like a PDF printout of that article when you order, like from DoorDash. So you order some takeout tacos or something, right? A little burrito action, maybe a little, eggplant parm, whatever you're getting.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
Put the article on top of it, just boom, for free. Like, don't charge them. We're not paying, we're not going to pay people to read not make people pay to read the article. Come on, DoorDash, make that happen. That's my recommendation.
I love that you're giving out free marketing advice. Hey, you know what? We got a few friends to say hello to. Hello, Angela. Thank you for listening today. And you're right. It's a paradigm shift, what we're talking about. I think, too, it's time to just shift. I feel like it's like a paradigm roller coaster, Angela. Don't you think? I do feel like it's up and down every day.
Sure. Yeah.
So we have a hello from our great friend, Jason. Jason Aberbug, how are you? We miss you. I want to put this up here too, because he sent a link here and I want to share it. So it's in relation to what we're talking about here. And this is the article I was reading. So yeah, if anyone is interested, if you did have travel, I've got some friends that were getting ready to go actually to several countries in the EU later this week. And that just canceled. So
that's interesting. Anyway, yeah, I do think for the most part, though, like American citizens can always come back to America, right? With some restrictions. China, that's interesting. I would love to go back to China. I recently did a presentation for the World Artificial Intelligence Conference, virtual. I did that a couple of months ago. I do have a China update, Trish, as a China news item.
Okay.
Trish, I know I've talked.
Teeing it up. I don't even need to be here.
I know I've talked about this on the show, Trish. Are you familiar with what 996 means in the context of the workplace? 996. Have you heard of this?
I am drawing a 9 working 9.
You're getting there.
Hours.
You're close. You're all over it.
Day. I don't know.
It's working. It's a work schedule favored by many Chinese technology companies that says the employees must work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days per week. That's 996. It's a grueling schedule no matter what kind of work you're doing, even if you're doing tech work. Here's the news item, Trish, though. The Supreme People's Court in China, that sounds like the People's Court on TV. The Supreme People's Court of China has ruled the 996 work schedule to be illegal. How about that?
Really?
Yeah, and when they take their laws pretty seriously over there, like unlike say other places in the world. So yeah, 996 no longer illegal in China. We'll see if that really changes the culture in these Chinese tech companies.
I feel like that's the schedule that we work. Entrepreneurs 996. Like I feel like that's absolutely.
Yeah, well, I think there's a big difference between being an entrepreneur and an owner and wanting to do that versus being just kind of an average employee and being required to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. He's got one more article here. This is good stuff. Oh, work culture. Okay, we need Jason on just because we're talking. He brings up all the facts. I love this. I love it. Thank you so much. I'll leave it up there for a second for anybody that wants to make a link to that. So anyway, listen, I do have, I didn't start out with it, but I did say every now and then I'm going to give you a would you rather before we wrap. We've got about 30 seconds left. Here was the would you rather that came up as soon as I put it in today. Would you rather be Elon Musk or be Jeff Bezos?
I'll go Musk, and it's simply because of the hair thing. I haven't had hair in a long time. Jeff also follically challenged.
Hair.
Elon's got a good kind of stylish little coif going, so I'd go Elon just for the hair. That's it. No other reason.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree here with Angela. Like, I feel like Elon is just a little touch too crazy for me. Like, I need less crazy in my life right now, and I feel like he's living on the edge of, I think you have to be, right, to be an entrepreneur, you really do have to be, like, pretty out there. But I feel like
Angela would think differently if she had to live like this. That's all I'm saying. If she had to go through life with that, she might have a different call. I don't know. Maybe.
I didn't realize you had hair envy. You must be like, I got mine done yesterday. I'm like looking at myself like, whoo, see, I've got good hair today.
I'm over it now. But
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen, hey, we're just at the 10-minute mark. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Happy Monday to everyone. We will see you back here on Wednesday with more Would You Rather fun, and who knows what else is going to be coming up. So anyway, have a good rest of your day, everyone.